So today I think we're here for the play or for the work. I don't know, but most probably it's mostly the play as far as I can see the I teams are concerned, which means you have done a lot of work already, I presume. Because if you just reverse it, it will also mean all play and no work will make Czech or drive Czech into poverty. So we don't want to be poor, I'm sure. Everybody wants to be wealthy, rich, healthy. So we have to know the balance between work and play. Too much work, not good. All play, even worse. So we need to have both, and today, let's try to do a little bit of that. Because even as today your theme is, what is it? Per asteria ad astra, right? And we've just heard it. Through pain, I think, was it? Or through hard work, reach the stars. The other way is through sufferings, reach the star. So now when we say pain or suffering, there are two categories, two types. One is if you are a sports person, when you practice hard, you're sweating, you're at the end of your physical, mental endurance because you have been running, practicing, that's also pain, right? That's also suffering. It's that kind of suffering that your theme is talking about, to achieve something positive, to reach a goal. The other kind of pain or suffering is a negative one, because you've been playing too much perhaps. So you're not prepared for your exams, you failed, so you'll suffer the pain of failure. Or you have an injury or a sickness, your chairman is a medical doctor, he'll know very well how much suffering or pain that will lead you through. So we don't want that, most people don't want that kind of pain. So if we don't want that, ultimately, we have to, every person, every individual, rich, poor, girl, male, female, doesn't matter. Everyone, without an exception, will have to go through either one of this. The end results are just different. So which one will it be? Just the most recent thing that's going on in the Naga society today, there's a big headlines, it's sort of a general knowledge, especially for pol science students, it'll be like that. Maybe even for history students, you have UG and BG as well. So this will be a piece of cake for you. Article 371A, that's the in thing today. A lot of debate in the media, a lot of arguments. You know what 371A is? I think everybody knows. No? Article 371A. So we have a long list of the Constitution. The Indian Constitution is supposed to be one of the thickest. So 370 clauses are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, running into 700 pages, and it comes to a 371A clause, and it says, notwithstanding means whatever may have been said in those earlier chapters and clauses. As far as the Nagas are concerned, on their religious and social practices, on their customary laws, and that includes your marriage, your divorce, everything. And as far as their civil and criminal laws are concerned, which has an effect on customary laws. And as far as their land and resources are concerned, the Indian Constitution has got no say, unless the state government agrees. That's what 371A is about, and most of us that doesn't seem to have an opinion about it. I think as students of higher education, we need to be a little bit more serious. Don't think I'm scolding you, no. But we are supposed to be the cream of the society, to be leading the society for tomorrow. And unless we're equipped today, unless we're aware today, what could we expect for tomorrow? And what could we expect for those who are not as fortunate as we are to be here in the colleges or universities? So that is an exercise which I request you to take it back home. Have debating sessions in your classes. Have panel talks amongst yourselves. Cosplay and this thing is good. We do it in our CH college also. Yeah, that's part of play. But we need to work hard as well. We need to get down into a little bit more serious business. And today, please, that's one assignment I think I will leave with you to carry forward. Now the second one. We are all doing a degree course here, either a bachelor's or a master's degree. Now, why are we doing that? Is it just for time pass or just to get a certificate? We cannot be wasting our times and lives like this. By the time we are in the bachelor's, we should be knowing what we'll be doing with our lives. So, if you have, there are two perspectives. One is, you have just enrolled to get a degree. Okay, that's also fine. But the real perspective is, you should use using this education, this knowledge, this degree, I should earn my livelihood. So just change the perspective and you'll see tremendous changes in your motive and work for studies and for your life. Otherwise, after you graduate, after you do your PG, you'll be like lost in the stormy sea without the sense of direction, and it will be a suffering of the negative kind, a suffering without a positive outcome. But if you do your time now here with that changed attitude, whatever suffering that you will get now would be to equip you for life, not for poverty, but for prosperity. So that is one thing I would like to challenge you also for that. Now, another one connected with this too is since I'm in the power sector, that's part of the basic infrastructure that is required by every society, roads, electricity, water, education. So we just had a brief discussion about 371A. Now today, are we Nagas enjoying or suffering from the present conditions of living? Would you think about that just for a moment? Are we suffering or enjoying? So we suffer power cuts every day. We suffer bad roads every day. We suffer water scarcity every day, especially in the hills. People spend 50% of their salary on buying water. We suffer breakdown of law and order. We suffer poor public facilities. So if we look around all these things, I think our suffering and our pains are not to reach the stars, but to reach hell, more likely. So we are in that negative thing, and we are talking about that land and resources under 371A. Now this 371A was supposed to protect us against a larger force, to protect our way of life, our customs, our religion, our land, because we have a very limited population and land. So it was supposed to protect us from all these predatory forces. Now, what is Dimapur? It's just a very small place, or Chumu, New Land, all this. So some big companies or some individuals, super rich individuals, their net worth would be worth thousands of crores. So for them to come in here and just to buy up the land and to make the rest of us landless and powerless is very easy. So in order to protect us from this kind of predatory forces, this 371 was there. That's a protection. But what do we do now? We're misusing it, we're abusing it, and we're suffering through it. Instead of using it to protect us, we're using it to inflict pain upon us. Now the roads that we see, for example, Dimapur to Kohima, the four-lane, it's 7 years now and it's not completed. Why? The same company has successfully done much longer roads in other states, but why not here? Because we are abusing our 371A privileges and creating all sorts of difficulties that they are unable to work. We talk about power cuts. In the media, during summer especially, just 5 minutes power cuts and they'll be screaming in the headlines. But again, you see, why is that? We want to set up some power stations, some generating stations. Then the people, the villagers say, no, you can have anywhere, but not in our kitchen. You can have in any other village, but not in our village. No. So from where do we do it? People are shouting, we need power, we want to construct some lines there, and people will say, no, not a single pole will be erected in my land. So can we just generate out of thin air and transmit it through thin air and reach it to the people? No. But that's exactly what is happening. The water scarcity in Kohima. Other places, it's a different issue. But in Kohima, water scarcity, every winter, it's man-made. There's plenty of water sources nearby, just running down the hills in streams and rivers. But the villagers there, they don't want to allow the water pipes to cross their land or reach the capital city. The water is just flowing away. It's man-made. So we are suffering. How can we reach the stars when we are suffering like this by our own stupidity, I would say. Our own stupidity. So we need to become a little wiser. We need to think that our destiny, either to reach the stars or the moon or down into purgatory, it's in our hands. So we need to decide, we need to think, and not just think that someone else will be doing the job for us and sit back. No. We need to rise up, we need to think critically, and we need to question ourselves, and we need to take clear steps forward every day. Work hard, suffer for positive, so that we'll reach the stars and we'll have a better tomorrow. So with that, all the best. To have a good time for the rest of the fest, and wish you once again all the best. Thank you.